Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because a lot to talk about. And we're going to go down to the beach. And as I come down here, the tide is coming in. So it's kind of nice, kind of different. And so much to cover. Inflation, the economy, cars, take a little field trip. A little bit of everything, guys. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends, colleagues, a little bit of everybody, and let's get into it. It was just announced that our CPI, Consumer Price Index, inflation, was just announced that it's at 7%. It had risen 0.5% in the last month to be at a 7% figure. It's at a 40-year high right now. 40-year high. Now, again, if you live in a rock, you live in one of these rocks, okay, and you don't shop, you don't buy anything, you don't buy gas, you know inflation's much higher than 7%. It's sky high right now. And to live in La La Land and to act like everything's just perfect and that there's not a care in the world. And remember, Jamie Dimon 2 days ago said that it's the best economy in 40 years. And it's the greatest thing ever. And you have nothing to worry about right now. But inflation's at a 40-year high. Now, for those of you that watching the channel, I was in high school back then, okay? And I remember how bad it was for my family's business and how it was a complete disaster when inflation was at the level that it's at right now. Suppliers, prices would go up on a daily basis. Now, this was pre-internet, guys. So you'd get phone calls and you'd say, hey, we're going to sell you X wood material. No, the price is going to be this. We need a check for COD when you show up. And it was an absolute disaster. Jerome Powell stepped in, and I love this because these people, this clown show that we're witnessing called our government, okay? You know, think about this. They don't care about any of us. They don't care about anybody watching this video. They could care less about you. I'm convinced of it right now. But they have to own this. They have to be responsible for this. And Jerome Powell, again, they use these words that nobody uses in a daily, in normal speaking amongst your friends. Jerome Powell says, we don't want inflation to be entrenched in the economy. Huh? Inflation is entrenched. Inflation is sucking the life out of everything that we do right now and destroying businesses, destroying families, destroying everything right now. People cannot afford to buy food. People cannot afford to buy gas. People cannot afford to heat their homes right now. And I'm getting everything sent to me about furniture prices, furniture deliveries, supply chain issues, everything. And again, it's not just prices going up, it's that they can't get product. And again, if you own a business that relies on different things to be put together so you can sell something, in other words, let's just say furniture, for example, and you've got wood, and you've got fasteners, and you've got drawers, and you've got rollers, and you have everything. I guarantee there's something you don't have right now. That's the problem with all these furniture companies right now. And, you know, I had someone reach out to me and tell me a great story about how their daughter was moving and they bought a sofa, and I mentioned them yesterday, and they end up having to spend double on the sofa that they wanted just because they could get something in stock. Outrageous, guys. I'm sorry that they had to do that, but sometimes a bird in the hand is better. And if you got all the emails I got today and all the messages, I have so many people that are waiting for furniture right now. It's crazy. You talk about one thing and all of a sudden everybody says, oh my gosh, I ordered something in July of last year and we still don't have it. July of last year, guys, and they still don't have it. But the prices are absolutely outrageous right now. You're seeing inflation there are people that are alive that have never seen inflation like this. You guys have no idea how much fun you're in for, because the Fed, what they're going to do is nothing right now. They're not going to get a control of this. They're not going to cool this down in any way, shape, or form, and they're going to act like they're going to. So sooner or later, this administration has got to own this. This is theirs, okay? And again, this is not to spur people getting upset and fighting amongst the channel, or me for that matter, but you have to look at this stuff and realize that this is getting crazy. And we don't want inflation to be entrenched in our economy. It is entrenched in our economy, guys. It's here to stay right now. And the fact that they won't raise interest rates immediately is absolutely nuts. Interest rates right now, Jeffrey Gundlach came out and said that he's a hedge fund owner, a billionaire, fat cat, smart guy, okay, that said that interest rates should be above 4% right now, instantly. Wouldn't it be awesome if you woke up tomorrow and they raised interest rates 4%? It'd be great. They can't do it. I found a great article that was written originally around 2010, and then it was modified for the last week where they cannot raise interest rates. And they talked about how it would just destroy the world that we live in if interest rates go up. But without the raising of interest rates and getting more money, it's going to destroy business as we know it. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the assignment for your life. And that is, you have to go out and you have to decide what you're going to do differently right now. And again, financially for your business, get control of it. The thing about doing business the same way as you did 24 months ago or 2 years ago, I don't care what you sell, things are different now. And you need to look at streamlining absolutely everything because, you know, will there be government subsidies? Who knows? Do you care? Are you going to wait for a stimulus check? Are you going to wait for a new PPP loan for your business? No, okay? I know a lot of people that borrow those EIDL loans now that are in serious trouble, serious regret, and that's a real problem. So, you know, share your thoughts on this stuff. Plus, the other thing is, think about this number. The average car price, we did this last month when we did the field trip down with that Bronco, that insane Bronco that had a $48,000 add-on to the dealer markup. The average new car right now is $47,000. 47 grand. Okay? Crazy, guys. It's absolutely crazy. Two things again. I found you articles on this. If you have a lease, surf is much higher today, guys. I don't know if you can tell it or not. If you have a lease, okay, and you are going to turn it in, even if it's not time to turn it in, I would contact the dealer and say, hey, we want to get out of this car. What are you willing to pay us for this? Because they will write you a check right now. That's how insane of times we are in right now. It's Looneyville right now that they're doing this. And again, the used car prices, you saw this yesterday with the same man that wrote me and talked about his daughter, you know, trying to get his car fixed, and that the F-150s are selling. There's more used cars being sold at a higher price right now. GM Motors, they're going to get in the used car business. Now here's the thing, where are they going to get the inventory from? I looked when I bought my car in March of last year. I looked on Carvana. I thought the thing was great. I thought, the one thing I hate is I hate the shenanigan fees when you buy a car. Oh, we've got documentation fee and we've got destination charges, and my mom looked at the car, so there's another $125. All that ridiculous stuff that the car guys charge you, that is unfair and ridiculous. I had people write me at the time and tell me about document fees of $700. Think about that, guys. That's printing the paper out. Most times it's digital now, but that's the document fees, okay? That they're charging people $700. That criminality at the car dealership, okay? So, this guy riding a skateboard on the beach. One thing you don't get to see every day. So, Carvana, no doc fees, $65, something like that, okay? The problem I had with Carvana was it couldn't get cars. I'd find cars and you do an ounce of due diligence. Let me see if this is a good deal. Let me see if the mileage is good. Let me check this out. Let me look at the car, blah, 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 and they wouldn't have the car an hour later. So that was a real problem with Carvana. Now, GMC is going to have Car Bravo. They're going to have their own used car lot. Where are they going to get the inventory from? the dealerships don't have them now, and now GM is going to get in the used car business. Okay? You can't make this stuff up, guys. So, you know, outrageous prices. Again, I'm telling you, if you have anything asset-based right now, jet skis, cars, trucks, tools, things like that, that you want to unload, that maybe you owe some money on right now, get rid of it today. Just get rid of it. People will pay you more for it. It's crazy right now how much they're paying for. Now, the one thing that I got an absolute ton of response for was the furniture. Furniture prices, Ashley Furniture telling people that stuff fell off a boat and they've got to wait another 6 months, blah, 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 okay? When I shop, okay, clothes, furniture, things like that, I'm always looking for a deal, okay? And again, I hate paying too much for anything. For lunch, I hate paying too much for it, okay? So, one thing to do, first things first, clothes. The thrift stores, okay, people hear that and they're like, oh my God, the guy goes there. Well, go to the thrift store in Newport Beach, okay? Bought an Armani suit for less than $40. That the guy that tailored it for me told me it was a $2,000 suit, okay? I bought a jacket there that I was at a speaking engagement, felt something in my pocket, pulled it out. It was the receipt from Nordstrom's for $675 because the guy never wore the jacket for $30, okay? By the way, the thing looks great on me, okay? So, again, the nicer neighborhoods, go for things like that. Now, we're gonna take a field trip right now. I'm not eating anything today, okay? So don't get excited. With furniture and with the rich people and with the Southern California shopping experience, one thing that you have is you've got these model homes and they put furniture out there. Where does the furniture go? It goes to places like this. Take a look. Now, with everybody complaining about furniture and the delays from getting furniture from new companies, I want you to check out places like this. Now, just like the model is here in Irvine, California, this place gets furniture from all the model homes. Now, how many model homes are there? Give you an idea. You know how you see the show $1 Million Listing, you know, Los Angeles? Well, they will do something called staging. Well, they will rent furniture and stage the house to make it look like somebody lives there. Very nice furniture. This is the place that they send the furniture to when they're done staging the house. The owner of the company, Paul, is a great guy. They're not a sponsor. This is some place that I shop at, guys. Now, the one thing that I also tell you guys about is the thrift stores and the stores like that are ran by like the American Cancer Society and things like that. Go to nice cities. I'm in Irvine, California, and this place is insane. I bought a ton of stuff here. I bought a ton of friends here, and this place is absolutely amazing. But they've got furniture that continually changes because there's all these model homes, all these homes being sold in the high-end communities, and they get shipped here. Let's take a look at this. Guys, 40 to 80% off of retail. Look at this place. Now, they've got everything. They've got sofas, they've got sectionals, they've got plants, end tables, pictures, lamps. But this place, the inventory, every time I'm in here, the inventory is different. Never seen it the same. Got a lot of stuff in here today, as a matter of fact. Very cool. Just absolutely amazing. Now again, you can load the stuff up yourself, they will deliver it, but if you're within a couple 100 miles of Irvine, I would drive here because that's just a tremendous deal. Dining room sets. Little bit of everything, guys. This place is unbelievable. I have bought so much stuff here. And again, every time I come in here, it's different, okay? Some of it's great, some of it's different. but this is stuff that was all from model homes, and it's incredibly cheap. A friend of mine was telling me about some recliners, electric recliners that were almost $1,700 a piece, and he and I were in here, and he was like, oh my gosh, look at how cheap those are. $200, okay? So I ended up buying them for my house, guys. But to give you an idea, I mean, look at this stuff. It's just absolutely amazing. And again, they're not a sponsor. This is a place I shop at. But again, if you have a consignment store, used furniture store, the ones that are good, the price is in reality. The owner of this place, Paul, I met him, great guy. We've got kids about the same age. But this place is absolutely amazing. And the turnover, every time I come in here, it's totally different. And that's what you need to look at. So when you look at these thrift stores for clothes, or you look at a place like this for furniture, check this place out, guys. My daughter and I both saw a TikTok one day, about 1.5 years ago. Oh my gosh, this place is up the street. She lives in LA, she drove down, we came and checked it out, bought a bunch of stuff that day for the house, but it's just got everything, guys, okay? So really smoking deals, really good inventory, just great people that work here too. So again, look for places like this. I know that there's a lot of people around the world that don't have anything like this, but do you have a consignment store near you that's got new and model homes? Now, here in Southern California, you get wackadoo people that sell multi-million-dollar houses, and they decorate the thing to the nines, and this is the place that unloads it, okay? So just like the model, I'll get you guys the address, and take a look at it. Just like the model, 17391 Murphy Avenue in Irvine, California. So again, check it out. People writing me today. I had so many people. I had just 5 people today wrote me and told me that they bought furniture, that they've been waiting over 6 months, and they're not going to get them for 3 or 4 more months. Bedroom sets. Check out places like this, guys. You have to have these around the country. But this is a great place to save money, and the service is amazing. The prices are amazing. Wasn't that place great? You have to be able to search for things like that in your own city, in your own state, and try to get deals like that. And again, people that start places like that make an absolute killing. And Paul, the owner, great guy. Again, they're not a sponsor, just go check it out. Now, a couple things. Jack Dorsey from Twitter, former CEO of Twitter, he is talking about how he's setting up a fund to help fund litigation for cryptocurrency. Okay, that's kind of important right now because there's a lot of people getting sued. To give you an idea, Kim Kardashian last year, she promoted a cryptocurrency and basically pumped it and then sold it. And there's an expression called front running. And what they do is they give somebody a cryptocurrency in advance, and then you say, oh my gosh, this is going to go up. You guys should buy it. Well, then they sell it, okay? And again, talking to all the lawyers, talking to everybody I've talked to, the biggest problem is selling the assets. And again, she's getting sued, and they say that this is one of the largest audiences ever saw her post. Now again, I don't follow Kim K, and I could care less, and you know, do you follow her? Floyd Mayweather's getting sued also. So Kim K, Floyd Mayweather, and the basketball player Paul Pierce are named in this lawsuit that they pumped this cryptocurrency and should be in big trouble because people lost their money and they just fleeced everybody. Okay? Now, the next thing is retail theft. Home Depot is coming out and saying that they are absolutely sick of the retail theft, and they're going to do everything they can right now to fight this. So what they're going to do is they've invested in security in the stores, and also having a no refund policy. So if you do not have a receipt for merchandise, you're not bringing it back to Home Depot. Plus, the other things that they're doing with a lot of their suppliers, and they're on these boats out here, is that they're making them have drills and saws and sanders and things like that that do not work if they are not checked out by the register. There's an RFP code that's built in that makes it so that they can get activated, and once they activate that, then the drill will work. Well, imagine you steal the drill, you go to use it, nothing, okay? That's a real possibility right now. So there's that. The other thing is they're just doing more security, but it is anticipated that think about this, per $1 billion in sales, these retailers have lost almost $750,000 per billion in just straight up theft, with these people walking out the door with all this merchandise. And that is absolutely a huge number. It's outrageous, and you're seeing more and more and more being done to combat this. And again, it's about time, okay? You know, all these amazing theft rings that were out there. I mean, it's crazy that these people went out and stole the stuff that they did, and you know, just got away with it. So, you know, they're not prosecuting these people like they should, and we're seeing just a real problem with it. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. I want to know what you think. It's crazy to see our politicians finally wake up to the fact that inflation's here and that they got to do something about it. Will they do anything about it? I don't think so. I think that you're going to see things skyrocket. And I love how people say that they're going to curtail, and Jeffrey Gundlach and Peter Schiff both said that inflation is going to continue to take off and that gold is going to be a great investment. Both stories are in there. The next thing is real estate. Real estate right now, especially in a hot market like Florida. I have so many people that send me little buzzwords where they talk about certain counties and certain cities where real estate in, you know, Dover is down 12%. And I love this stuff. But somebody sent me something about Florida trends, and everything that's going on with Florida real estate right now, and it's absolutely crazy. Now, first things first, they are evicting people left and right in Florida after the health crisis. It's full steam ahead as far as that's concerned, okay? Next thing is home selling. This is the hot new trend. You want to close escrow in 45 days? No, 15 days. They're cutting the time of escrow because they're worried that these people are going to back out with inflation and with prices changing. So they're cutting the escrow time as much as down to 66% or a third of where they originally started. Craziness. Now, there are companies out there that are making it so that people, when they're looking for houses in Florida, they can go in and make a cash offer. What they do is they go to Jim and Jane homeowner that want to go buy a house. They go and they lend them the money and say, oh, you qualify for 800 grand. You can go out and you can go make a cash offer on this house. And then Better or HomeLight will then buy the house basically and then use the mortgage money to sell it back to the new buyers for a fee. Crazy, but again, whenever you see the spooky shenanigans, hocus pocus, makeup, you know, stuff like this, that's when it's about time for the thing just to crash, okay? We've seen this in history. We've seen the liar loans. We've seen things like that in 2005, 2006, 2007, and that did not end well. But stuff like this and the shenanigans, when people invent shenanigans so that you can get out, and the fear of missing out is absolutely crazy right now when it comes to real estate. I honest to God, I do not understand it. I just do not for the life of me. If you have something that a guy wrote me yesterday, Texas, $300,000 house a year ago, it's $468 today. Wow, that's a lot of money. Well, good luck for the people selling it. They made 168 grand. But is it worth that much? Is it realistic to pay that much more for it? Now, if you're the person paying the $468 for it, will it ever be worth $468 again? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Now, Dan, interest rates are so low, you don't want to miss out on this market and miss out on that opportunity. Well, I was in Texas in July, and all I saw was home building and plenty of houses being built all over the place. And the one thing that was crazy about the houses I saw being built in Texas was the ranch I stayed at was one thing, and it had tons of space, 18 acres, craziness, okay? But you have houses where they have backyards, you know, that make that look large, okay? So that's what you're seeing right now for these people that are spending too much money. And I could not imagine buying a two-story house and behind me is my two-story neighbor that's 20 feet away. What are you guys eating tonight? okay? That's what they're doing. So condos are selling, old people are still buying, all this stuff, but the story's below in the video description, and it just talks about how it's still out of hand in Florida, but people are getting smarter, people are getting wiser, and they're convinced that trouble is coming and that they will not be able to close escrow at these high prices with the inflationary spike that's happening right now. So again, it's not at 7%. I've said for the longest time it's at 16%. Had a guy write me again yesterday talking about how he bought propane and buys it all the time, barbecues. 19 bucks goes in this week, $26. Okay, how much of a difference? Carry the two. 35%, guys, is what it went up. So absolutely outrageous. That's what we're looking at. Now, as I walk down Laguna, this is one of those rock areas that I'm not going to traverse today very much. So share your thoughts and all this stuff, guys. I just think that there's got to be a wake-up call for your money and a wake-up call for your sanity, where you sit there and you say, this doesn't seem right. I'm gonna wait, okay? And again, talk to a financial advisor, talk to an accountant, and find out if you sold your house and if you rented, how long could you rent for? And again, floored, okay? My friend rents a house right around 3,000 bucks a month, and across the street, the dump, okay, that I've seen is 3,700 bucks a month now that they're paying for it, okay? Out of control, guys, completely out of control. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. I'm gonna finish this video with these last few stories. And John Ossoff, senator out of Georgia, he came up with a novel idea. Now imagine this one. He thinks that people that are in Congress and Senate shouldn't be able to trade stocks publicly. What a great idea. Oh my gosh. Put everything into a blind trust. But you get people like Nancy Pelosi and the other people, and the people that work for the Fed, okay, they've just recently stepped down, who have made $80 million. Now again, one of the most successful traders in the history of investing, it looks like, is Nancy Pelosi, and you can look at her public trade, and she has made a killing and betted right over and over and over again. And when she retires, she'll have, what, 80 million bucks, okay? Now, the next thing, business is different right now, and in the future, what can you do differently? Now, I don't understand the NFTs, I'm learning about that right now, but in the metaverse, okay, in this fake universe. Now remember, when the internet came out, you had Farmville, and you had those stupid games that took up your time to raise crops and have pigs and have imaginary dogs and cows and stuff like that. Well, now in the metaverse, you can buy things like the Eiffel Tower. You can buy the rights to things like Mount Rushmore, okay? And again, the Taj Mahal, things like that. It starts at 250 grand to put your money into this thing, but people are making millions on this stuff. And it is crazy. It is an online virtual video game. You can buy, you know, basically the house that you live in right now in the metaverse, okay? You can't make it up. Now the final thing is, again, working differently. On Reddit, okay? Basically, for those of you that don't know what Reddit is, basically they're saying it's worth about $15 billion right now, and it's scheduled to go public in the first quarter of this year. But there's basically, it's like a posting board where you can share different thoughts, meme stocks, everything is basically sold on Reddit. One thing that's being sold right now is high-end restaurants in New York. They are selling their reservations for as much as $1,500 for these high-end restaurants. So you put a reservation fee down, you spend $300 or $400, and for these high-end restaurants, and people are selling those for $1,500. Okay? Who knew? By the way, weather's not like this in New York right now. It's a tad bit cold. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. I hope you guys liked the field trip today. And again, not a sponsor, just a cool store. And again, anything like that in the Southern California area within a couple hundred miles that you guys want me to check out, I'm game. I'll drive there anytime and check anything out like that, whether it's a beach or a place to shop, whatever. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.